up, y'all? You rockin' with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Review. So hit the hammer, cause you came through. And if you're finding my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. And what's up, y'all? It's Moochie, and I'm back with another video. I'm talking about Power Book 4 Force. This is episode 9. The name of the episode is Trust. I don't know how Claudia and Vic trust they daddy. Now, Walter Flynn was making some chess moves, and this started in the previous episode. Y'all remember when he had that meeting? And he kept meeting, he met with Tommy alone, he met with Claudia alone, and he met with Vic alone. I'm saying this, by all of their answers from the questions he asked them or statements he made, he calculated his chess moves from there. We see in this episode that the reveal is finally revealed that JP and D-Mac are father and son, and Tommy is the uncle. So I'm gonna do a review of this episode. So let's get into it. JP
is your father, and I'm your uncle, D-Mac.
Now this is the aftermath of the shootout. Vic Flynn is still having flashbacks. He's at the hospital now. We hear that Gloria's dead. He's kind of shooken up about this whole thing. Walter Flynn walks in. Vic asks Walter Flynn, "Is this what you wanted? Are you happy now?" Walter Flynn says to Vic, "I'm not happy. She's dead. And I'd be lying if I wasn't happy that you're alive." Vic tells Walter that the Serfs was behind this. Walter tells Vic that Tommy called a truce with the Serfs and he's behind it. And Vic is like, "No, he's the one that told me to get out of town." Walter Flynn says to him, "Who told you to leave town?" Like, he's trying to pin this all on Tommy. And I can't believe that he's really questioning it, and he gave him the other car. He messed up and didn't take the right keys and took the car that everybody knows him by. So this is all on Vic to me. He didn't trust Tommy enough, and that's what happened. "You think I'd put you through this torture to see us sit there with your heart ripped apart?" So next we see D-Mac, and he's in the count room. So he's counting all this money. Remember, this was one of my predictions, because I said he'd be taking Julio's position, how Julio used to be stuck with the money, but he was good with the guns too. So I feel like this is why he's putting him there. Tommy seems like he enjoys the fact that D-Mac is so smart, and he likes him to flaunt his stuff. JP tells Herman that he contacted Kate. He told Kate about Miriam's death. And he also told Kate that he's her son. And that was it. He hung up after that. JP got no closure with this conversation with Kate. And he seems like he doesn't want to know now. So Tommy and Liliana are handling their re-ups and giving out product and collecting money. And so they want to know what Claudia is up to. She's supposed to be picking up from the clubs. I like this conversation and the banter between Tommy and Liliana. So Claudia is handling her business, doing her re-ups at the clubs, picking up cash and dropping off product. And she has this girl with her, and I think they're about to get into something, and then she gets a call from Walter Flynn telling her to get home now. Da says get home now, lets her know that Vic got hit, he got shot, and he also lets her know that Gloria is dead. Walter Flynn tells her that Tommy is behind this, and she's like, no, Tommy had plenty of opportunities to get him, and he wouldn't come at him this reckless in this fashion. So she's not believing it yet. She's not convinced, and then when she goes out there to talk to Vic, Vic seems like he's convinced, talking about he never looked at me, he never respected me, he always thought I was like a prince, And he wanted Gloria, and if he couldn't have Gloria, he wanted to kill her. Now, how did he go from that to where Tommy told him to get out of town, but for love? Walter Flint is a mastermind. I can't believe he has his kids under control like this. However, he did tell Claudia, you're either with us or against us, and you can't straddle the fence. Liliana gets word on the street that Victor Flynn was hit, and she lets Tommy know, and Tommy is really worried about Gloria. But it's no word if Gloria was with him, and he got hit pretty bad, but he's alive. She takes forever to tell him that he's alive, and he gets pissed off at her though. Back at the Flynn's compound, Claudia has a conversation with Doc, and Walter Flynn tells Claudia that he's getting together a war room and he wants a part of it. Walter Flynn also tells Claudia that he wants her to keep a close eye on Vic and keep him away from Tommy. Then Walter Flynn speaks again with Vic and tells him again that Tommy was in on this hit. So he's trying to reel both of his children back in and pit them all against Tommy and say that Tommy's working with the Serbs. Then Walter Flynn speaks to Paulie, but Paulie notices that Walter Flynn has a spring in his stride. Even though there was an assassination attempt against his son, he seems more happier than usual. Also, Paulie tells Walter Flynn, you know, Vic really loved that woman. Walter Flynn is concentrating on getting everybody against Tommy, and he says that Tommy orchestrated all of this with the Serbs. Paulie disagrees with him. Why would he do that? What would make you think that? And if Tommy would have did this, he wouldn't have came at him this way. Walter Flynn is ready to set up an all-out war against the Serbs and Tommy, so he's bringing in the heavy hitters, and he's bringing in the 4 horsemen from Dublin. So Walter Flynn is orchestrating a war. He got the 4 horsemen, brought them here from Ireland, and they are ready to go after the Serbs and Tommy. So we're going to see how this plays out. Next, JP tries to call back Kay's phone and is disconnected. Then we see Tommy trying to get in touch with Gloria, and he can't get in touch with her. So now it's kind of leaning towards she may be dead. Back at the lab, it's payday. Everybody's getting their pay, and they're told with certain instructions not to spend over $10,000. You know, don't do anything too crazy where it's going to draw attention to yourself. JP thanks Tommy for this opportunity, but he wants to stay on longer even after his debt is paid, and Tommy's like, no way, that's not happening. You had a goal, and that's what we're going to do. Next, we see D-Mac, and he runs into Marshall, and Marshall apologizes because the same thing that he did to D-Mac, Jannard did to him. Cut him out of the deal. So now, a lot of people are saying, why would you accept this guy's apology, and can you trust him? But I don't know. They've been friends for years, and I think he got a dose of his own medicine, so he's starting to see the error in his ways. JP and Tommy both have news for each other. But Tommy lets him go first, and he finds out that JP called Kate, and he is pissed off because this is going to set a lot of things in motion. Remember, he's supposed to be dead in New York, so this might cause a little friction where people are going to come and start looking for him. Next, we see Wachowski, and he confronts Bennigan again, and he wants now $100,000 straight up, or he's going to let them know that he is on the take. And he's really putting Bennigan in a bind. And Bennigan is really going to have to address this problem because he's going to keep trying to beat him over the head and get more and more money out of him. So Jannard lets Blackston know that he's sick of Tommy. He thinks that Diamond got soft since he got out of jail. And he is ready to take his spot and take over the CBIs. And he wants to make sure that Blackston is on board with this, because he said he knew from the time he called he would be willing to get down with this and overthrow Diamond. He set him up with the fake fight. He tells him everything. And you know what? Diamond overhears. overhears it. He comes in the barbershop and he overhears Jannard talking so greasy about him. Jannard and Blackston then come upstairs and they realize that Diamond was there. But he was like, I didn't know y'all was downstairs. So he plays it off. With this knowledge that he knows now, he knows that his brother is against him. His brother wants to hurt him. His brother wants to kill him. Diamond plays it off so good, but I don't know. Do you guys think that Diamond will have the heart to actually kill his brother? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Tommy meets with Claudia, wants to find out why she's ghosting him. And he also finds out that Claudia and her entire family thinks that he's behind Vic getting hit. So with this knowledge, Tommy's like, you need to check your source. And she's like, you need to watch your back. So she basically gave Tommy a heads up that it's on. So you know Tommy not going to play with this. I told y'all I was right with my predictions. I told you it was going to be Bennigan coming after him. Bennigan clocks Diamond in the head with a gun in the forehead. And he wants money from him. He wants money from him. And he feels like he is in this predicament because of what Diamond's drugs did to his sister. So Diamond tells Bennigan, you're at a tipping point. I've been there. And he says, we've never been on the same side of anything. But not only Diamond gives him what he asked for, he gave him $150,000. So I hope this relationship between Bennigan and Diamond change. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Adrian meets with Diamond at the diner, and she notices the lump on his head, and she asks him what happened. Adrian doesn't want to pry. Diamond opens up to her and tells her, I saw a side of someone that I thought I knew, and now I don't know what to think. Diamond does ask Adrian, and she's going to use this in her article, and she tells him, I broke the one rule of journalism. I caught feelings for my subject. So she tells Diamond that she's not going to write anything in the article about him. Tommy meets with Diamond, tries to call in a marker, said he needs some help from the CBIs because Walter Flynn is coming after him and he's got hitters from Dublin. Diamond lets him know that he can't help him and all his favors are used up. And he likes to be outside and he's not trying to go back to jail. So Tommy says it was worth a try and he walks off. For some reason, because now he knows about Jannard, I thought this conversation was going to go the other way. So Tommy meets up with Merkovich and he goes into this restaurant where they hang out at. They make a deal. He also finds out who killed Gloria, and it's the other twin, and Tommy takes him out. I'm trying to figure out how he was able to walk up in there and nothing popped off. Tommy makes a deal with Merkovich for $1.5 million, throws in an extra $500,000, finds out that the twin killed Gloria, and now they have joined forces. Marshall and D-Mac go and meet with Cousin Buddy, and Cousin Buddy points a gun at his own cousin. I'm lost with this. He's really on edge, and I guess it's because the way his eye is crooked and however he hit his head, he might not be all there. They make the deal to provide Dahlia to Buddy, bricks of Dahlia, and they cut Jannard out of the deal. However, Cousin Buddy did threaten Marshall and D-Mac if they don't come through, that this could end bad for them. So Cousin Buddy wants 4 more bricks by tomorrow, or sit with his connect, or he can't trust them, or he gonna dead them. Claudia goes to where the Serbs hang out, and what does she see? She sees Tommy and Merkovich together. So she runs straight back to her dad and says she just saw them hanging out and they're working together. And so now everything that Walter Flynn has put into play has come to fruition. He played everybody here, big chess moves, but I don't understand how they believe. This whole thing made Walter Flynn look like a mastermind. He got his children back. He pushed Tommy away from his children. But I'm still having problems with understanding this. How are his children so gullible? Jannard finds out that Cousin Buddy is dealing directly with D-Mac. and Marshall, and he is cut out, and he wants to kill Tommy, D-Mac, and Marshall. He's ready to take the little ones out now, the youngins. Next, Tommy has news for D-Mac, and D-Mac has good news for Tommy. Once again, Tommy lets him go first, and he lets them know that they made a deal with Gary people for Dahlia, and he tells him he's a smart boy, but he's making dumb decisions, hanging around with Jannard. He also tells him he knows that it was him shooting up the club, his father's club, and that JP is his father. Tommy tells D-Mac that he is his uncle. D-Mac pulls a gun on him, and he says, I know you're not going to kill me because you're not a killer. And he runs off. He runs off back to that green toolbox with the Uzi and the picture of his dad and that baseball. They work out something where he's going to go talk to his father. D-Mac wants Tommy to break the news to JP. As they're leaving, a truck pulls up and starts shooting at the both of them, and D-Mac gets hit. And it's not looking so good. He gets hit. He got a gut shot. So Tommy rushes him to the hospital.
Uncle Tommy! Oh, fuck.
Get up, get up. Shit. Come here. Keep it right there. Come here, come on.
Tommy calls JP to the hospital. He tells him about the kid that was shooting up his bar. And he finds out that the kid that was shooting up his bar with the dreads got shot, and it's actually his son. And he's mad at Tommy because Tommy didn't tell him any sooner. Why? Because he wanted to talk about Kate first. Doubler's 4 horsemen meet with the Flynns. They kind of thrown off because they got a Claudia in the mix. But they discuss a strategy to take down the Serbs and Tommy Egan. So that was my episode of Power Book 4, Episode 9, Trust. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the hammer because you came by. Let me know, do you think that Diamond will pull the trigger and kill his brother? Or do you think he just going to get him jammed up? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Once again, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon. Later. Ew.